Well, this is my Guitar Kit World Les Paul Jr. double cutaway build. If you did follow along or see some of the stuff that I posted on either YouTube or Instagram, this is not the way that it originally looked. And what I did, the mistake I did was I did a nice, what I considered, it was my first guitar dyeing. I did the job. I think it was really good. I liked the way it looked, and I'm always trying to save money, so I used a can of Rust-Oleum clear lacquer that I had on my shelf from another project. I don't think I bought it for a guitar, but I might have bought it to like clear coat a headstock, but I didn't. I know I didn't do it on a body, as far as I remember. So I put that on, and still looked good. I had it hanging up, and I put it all together, but and it was dry, but it wasn't cured in the way that you would be playing it, and it would just feel kind of sticky on your hand, and that's just a terrible feeling, sticky on your arm and whatever you put down. So I said I'm going to be patient. I set it aside for a month, and it still had that same feeling. I tried polishing it. I just did a lot of research how to cure it. I couldn't get it to dry completely. So I just finally said I'm going to do what I always do, and I actually peeled the clear coat off. And I guess the best way that I can describe it is if you see one of these face masks that people put on for their skin, and they let it dry, and then they peel it off. That's the way this clear coat peeled off. It wasn't hard at all. So when that happened, and I painted this, and I was happy with the dye on there. When that happened, and I repainted this, I said I'm going to distress this, and I'm going to do it in a way that you can see a bit of the original stain underneath. Now there is some primer on top of there, but so the stain is still there. I didn't sand the stain down. So that's why it looks like that. I just decided that that's the way I'm going to do this job. So I got my duplicolor Toyota yellow from Napa Auto Parts. It's where I buy it, it's like $7 a can. I know at AutoZone and different places it's a little bit more. Amazon is even more, but I've heard people have trouble with those, and splatter. But for me, if it's $7 and I have a splattering can, I just go with it, and wet sanding it always fixes it. In this case, I didn't have any trouble with it. So I think I had already painted this white. I can't remember. Maybe in the pictures it'll show up. But I got the idea for the white from a Frank Zappa SG that I saw, and I originally had like a, where was it? It's back here, I think. I originally made this pickguard for that, so I was kind of going with a kind of cowboyish theme. So I had this little thing there I put on the top. It's got like a star, and there's like a turquoise blue gear underneath it. So I did that. I sanded down the edges, front and back, and even on the neck there a little bit. And then, so wet sanded it. Duplicolor primer, color, and clear was on there. And it's the next day, 24 hours. The problem was cured. It was great. And I'm never using that other clear again. Maybe it was a bad can, but I've never had trouble with this duplicolor, so I'm going to continue to use it. And it's duplicolor lacquer. It's not enamel. They do make both. But this is called Perfect Match. Anyway, after that fully cured, I used this black pickguard here from another guitar. I'm not sure if it's hanging. No, it's actually hanging up in the back there. I took that one off of that, and I used this one because this one came with a white one. I like the black better. And I used some brown shoe polish to kind of give it like age to the paint, like stain it. I think it looks great. I think it plays great, although I'll do a demo of it, and I just didn't do it justice. But I'm not going to ask anyone else to play my guitars anymore. I'm going to just play them myself, and you know, with hopefully over the years it'll progress. I know I've gotten better at playing, but I still don't do the guitar justice. This was the guitar kit world double cutaway. I think this was on sale for around $200. It's got the, you know, the inlays. It's got, as I said on the original build, the only issue I had putting this together was this. There's nothing for this screw hole to go into. This screw to go into. This should have had a three-hole truss rod cover. Other than that, everything fit perfectly. Everything, as far as intonation, I really didn't do anything with it. I fiddled with this a few times. My other newer Les Paul has the screws from behind. I've seen them both ways. I had it both ways on this, and I can't remember why I switched it back to this way. I don't know if I saw another one and thought it... Anyway, it's working good. Intonation is good on it now. So I'm just going to do a short demo with this. You can listen to it. I'll just put a few little clips. I'm using a Digitech. It's called an RP255 for a looper. So I played the chords, just E minor, C, G, and D. Played chords on it, and I'm going to use that same background for the trying to do like a little improvisation. I don't know. I'm going to improvise over that, and it'll be like some clean and some like a little bit distorted, but it's going to be the same thing, doing like a pentatonic scales. So this is a really nice kit. So if you've never done a kit before, this is a good brand to use, and it's very sturdy. I'm packed down here in this little, it's like a half of a basement where I am. I'm actually like in a quarter of a basement. So I had this guitar, and I had another guitar hanging up, and I bumped it with the head, and the guitar came down and hit the head really hard. And if I find that, I think I deleted that, but if I find that in the trash of my phone, I'll put that up there, because it's like, I like to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm sharing the good right now. This is the ugly, and then I'll share the bad, which is that falling on the head. And, you know, I was like, I thought it was going to break the head off, because, you know, this is a Gibson style neck, and you hear so many horror stories. But it didn't break, and it might have chipped some of the paint or whatever, but it's... came out well, so it survived without any issues. So check this brand out, Guitar Kit World. This one actually shipped from New Jersey, which is where I'm at. So I don't know how many warehouses they have, but this one shipped right out of New Jersey. So check them out.